Welcome to the channel for the first time viewers. Welcome back from my existing subscribers. Really want to take a second to talk to you today about the EVGA XR1 Pro. It's my new capture card. I've been using it ever since the bundle for my 3090 came in, and I do want to shed some light on this capture card and just talk about my experience with it so far. All the gameplay that you see during this video is going to be with that capture card. It was pretty easy to set up. I'm going to link a channel in the description. Now, I already had the card, so it wasn't like I needed to buy it. But watching this guy's content made me decide to keep it and not sell it, because at the time, I would get the bundle, sell everything else I didn't need, keep the card. But I never had a capture card before, and I just picked up an Xbox Series X. So let's start about what I love about this capture card. The first thing I love about this capture card is that it captures in 1440p 120 hertz, or it passes through 1440p 120 and captures in 1440p 60 hertz, 60 fps. So in OBS, it was a breeze to set up, super easy. I was worried that, I was going to get this card, open the package, and then not be able to sell it new and no one's going to want it. But after actually using it, I have no intentions of moving it, and I love the way that it functions. Now I go ahead and I have my shortcut key set up in OBS, so I literally have a scene set up for the capture card to capture the Xbox Series X gameplay. And again, this is my first capture card, so setting it up was a breeze. I don't use Xbox Party Chat because I'm a PC gamer, so for me, there's a headset jack that you can plug directly into the actual capture card, so you gotta have it somewhat close, or you can get one of those 10-foot, cables to hook up your headset. But for me, it's no big deal. All my competitive games I'm playing on PC, and then my sports games, which is really why I got the Series X. I wanted to play Madden in the next gen engine versus the current gen, which they keep doing PC dirty for. I don't know why. But I went ahead and I kept it, and so far, again, I'm loving it. The RGB on the front is okay. It's kind of gimmicky. If I could, I'd probably just turn it off. But I really didn't dive into the settings that much because it's really not that big a deal. It just sits under my monitor and passes through. The connectors, you have an HDMI coming from your Xbox or your PS5 or your other PC. You plug it into the EVGA XR1 Pro. And then there's a USB-C cable that goes into the capture PC. So the PC that you want to actually use to capture the information, there's a cable that goes directly into that. And from there, you have an HDMI out to go to your monitor or to your TV. And that's how easy it is, right? So if you wanted to capture a long session, cool, go for it. For me, I like to capture clips. So when I'm playing Madden, you're going to see the new look teams. I'm using the community rosters in the background for the gameplay. But you want to capture some Madden, go for it, right? You can capture the touchdowns, capture a minute, 2 minutes, 15 minutes. I'm using the 80,000 megabit bit rate. So really 80 megabytes? Yeah, megabytes per second. That's the bit rate I capture in. It's pretty close to the realistic quality, right? So it really looks just like the actual game when I'm playing it. And that's why I rock with that one versus, the captures that are coming from the Series X. Although it's a step up, and those of you that have been with me for a minute, shouts to y'all. And I'm talking about a minute from when I was on console playing Rainbow Six Siege. I used to capture directly from the Series X, not the Series X, the Xbox One X. And even before that, the regular Xbox and the Xbox One S. I would capture from those consoles. But again, the downside to that was that, again, the quality was never on par. It was always 1080p 30 or 720p 30 if you wanted a longer cap. And even if you hooked up an external recording device, it still didn't really give you much more time, and the quality was kind of trash. It was passable if you were trying to get it to YouTube, but that's all it was just passable. Whereas the quality on this is pristine. It looks as good as my PC recordings when I'm using Shadowplay, Radeon Relive, or OBS directly, right? So again, the quality is nice. The setup was easy. It's light. It feels cheap, but it's really light. And it doesn't have any driver overhead, although you can download drivers for it. And there was a desync issue where the audio would kind of be off if you didn't get the newest drivers. So I found that out only in Halo. If you ever watch my Halo Infinite video from a couple days ago where I review the show, where I talk about the show, that actual video was captured with the XR1. I just didn't talk about it during that, just went ahead, plugged it up, did my little video thing, and we were good. But I captured that directly from my XR1. So again, if you're in the market, I'm going to drop a link today. I saw this capture card for $125 on Amazon. I mean, you could get used Elgato H60s that don't do as much as this card, it's like 80 bucks, 60 bucks if you go on your marketplace. But this is brand new out the box and it's 125 bucks. So I'm gonna drop the link in the video description if you want to buy one. It's gonna be an affiliate link, so I'll get credit for it, but I'm only reviewing this because I really liked it. It was my first capture card, and I don't even know what the price is gonna be because it's supposed to be $220. So if that sale is over, it is what it is. You can decide whether or not you want to spend that much on a card, but I still think that, you know, it's worth having. It's really changed the way I look at how you should record content on consoles. So I'm gonna catch you on the flip. Be easy. Let me know if you use a capture card for any of your gameplay, whether you stream, whether you just record content, and we'll have a conversation in the comment section. Peace.
Beat the shit out the motherfucking way.
Grove Street, home. At least it was before I fucked everything up.